We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from Orchard Park. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this.
I don't know, man. I don't think though Xavier Worthy getting tied like that. He's supposed to get him out of there.
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down.
At the 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Second and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. First down, KC.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. In motion, that's Thornton. Mahomes now to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year.
Chiefs 7, Bills nothing. Harrison Butker and a kickoff.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Buffalo.
At the 20-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third down, they need 5.
Half 85, half 80, round 80.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Cook. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Tyquan Thornton. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. He'll will get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Kansas City. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
He's going to try to do it himself. They'll run for it with Walker. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
That's just too easy, but that is exactly the premise of the zone read play. Defensive end is flat-footed. He's thinking the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Simple give read, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll be brought down to the 45. Bobby Brown, the one who brought him down. Allen on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
Allen with a throw on 1st and 10.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen to throw again. That'll be taken in by Moore. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Round 80! Middle. What's that?
To the air once more is Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing again is Allen. Outside that open man is Knox. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Bills first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 4-yard line.
What's that?
Dillon will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills have cut the deficit to 5.
Chiefs 15. Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 40. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
First down, Kansas City.
Motion man is Rice.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, 43, 15. Hero, 15. 15. Hey, color.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
In motion, that's Thornton. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught. What a throw. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Easy.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Monday. 319.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Round 80. Stop.
From the gun, here is Allen. Open is Knox over the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Look wide. Get this one complete. A second effort, and he is in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are back within 6.
Chiefs 23, Bills 17.
the touchdown. Pass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back.
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the right side, and incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Hey, tight. Gun. Look out.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Bell on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
on first down. It's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's taken in by Shakir. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Chiefs will take over here just past the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That one intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
I think they tricked him that time, Mike. I mean, they originally showed zone, so he thinks the defender's going to pass him off into an open area, but then they match it underneath with a man concept, and he doesn't see the defender until the ball leaves his hand. Big-time play by the defense and puts their offense in a great spot. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turn,
the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll have the 1st down. They'll get him up around the 37.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
1st down throw, Mahomes working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball,
and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Kelce, touchdown Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to draw yourself back in it. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, got to be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Back over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Throw on the run is complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen now on 2nd down. He'll find his running back, Cook. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen to throw again. This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Again, it's Allen to the air. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. A little Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Half 85, half 85. Regular. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Two-point try coming up. Fields has the offense set.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Bell on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And that and shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
180! Five wide. What is that?
Dillon. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, a big third down.
Half 10. 319. Monday. What's that?
They'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He did not want to go down there. Erring tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.